Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to not Champions League football. Welcome to live football action from the Raymond E. Guichard Technical Center this evening. Earlier on, we saw the high school championship. We saw Orange House winning 2-0 over Pink House. And the match that you are looking at this particular moment, it is the Roaring Lions. They will be opening their encounter here this evening in the President's Cup. Their first match, they will be taking on the Spartans FC. Roaring Lions are in their traditional orange. Spartans FC, they're neon purple. They are coming off of a loss over the course of the weekend, and certainly sure they will be looking to redeem themselves. On the other hand, the Roaring Lions, they will have other ideas as they look to get their campaign started for this President's Cup. And for the winner takes all $10,000 prize that's being presented from the Football Association. So wherever you are, we want to say good evening and welcome once again. It's AI Live Football Action right here from the Raymond E. Guichard Technical Center on a beautiful Wednesday evening. It's the 23rd day of November, and goodly a bit of spectators in here. Most of them are players who would have played in the previous match, the school championship, high school house inter-school championship. We're just waiting for the game here. It's officiated by Mr. Albert Burton. He's assisted on the line, that looks like Monique. And over on the far side is Kevin Harley. It's Rowan Lions with the kickoff. Just get the team sheets for you, and so it's the Rowan Lions. It's going to be a throw in there to the. Well, what is that going to be? The signal is throwing deep into the attacking third of the Rowan Lions. Defense backing up there for the Spartans FC. Here is Lake. Marvin Erskines finds, that looks like Jarvis. Here is Jermaine. Dispossessed somewhat, but recovers. Ball booted over field. That looked like Kieran Warner. This could be some trouble here, but in the end, the ball is being cleared, and a shot from Hughes. That one sails wide, and no damage there. We look at the teams. The Rowan Lions sees Oleandre De Los Santos, Cruel in goal. Marvin Erskines, number 22, number 30, Yariel Fleming, number 35, Raekwon Gums, number 24, Jermaine Hughes, number 15, Jarvis Jones, number 32, Tyreek Lake, number 16, Cameron Lloyd, number 19, Keanu Richardson, number 4, Tafari Smith, and rounding out the team is Kieran Warner wearing the number 20 shirt. So here is Lake driving into the defensive third, finds Warner. Warner is confronted. The ball partially crossed, and that one is being pushed into touch. It's going to be a throw in there on the far side. The Spartans team reads Corbin Benjamin, number 23, number 3, Tyreek Brooks, number 6, Thomas George, number 2, Kevoy Lake, number 17, Jaheim Lynch, number 10, Javon Richards, number 7 Alric Rogers, number 8 Akimel Rogers, number 26, and right in the 4th minute of play, a penalty being called there for an infringement on the player there, and it's going to be the Roaring Lions with their first opportunity to take the lead here at goal. Certainly need to have a look back at the replay there, but Albert Burton calling and pointing to the spot. And we have seen quite a number of penalty kicks being taken in the World Cup. So far it's been 7. 2 have been saved. We saw one being saved today from the boot of Alfonso Davies. This time it's going to be Tafari who will be taking the penalty. And it's goal number 1. Coolly taken there by Tafari. And the goal number 1 coming in the 5th minute of play. Penalty. The penalty there for the Roaring Lions, opening up the scoring early on. So coming to the pressure there, all the pressure, and giving away a spot kick. And they're seeing here where some instructions been given to, that looks like Thomas George there from Alric Rogers. And here is Roaring Lions again on the attack. Ball squared back. Jermaine Hughes, not a heavy pass, cut out there by the player there. That one is going to roll into touch for a throw-in for the Roaring Lions. And just to round off the Spartans team, Hector Telemaco, 26 in the 26 jersey, number 13 Shamar Brown, and rounding out is Hakeem Rogers wearing the number 26 shirt. Cameron Light boots the ball, trying to find Warner. Here is Lloyd. Comes all the way back to Marvin, finds Hughes. Hughes comes all the way over here to Jones. Jones, nice cross. Heads going up there. Not getting the ball away, and that's collision there from the 2 players. And there, Akimel, and looks like is that Fleming. Just to check to make sure that everything is okay, and Roger seems to be okay. Just probably picking up a knock on the shoulder, and it's be good to go. And here is play starting with the Spartans FC. Blocked. It's going to be a throw in there to the Lions, leading 1-0. Goal coming from the boot of Tafari Smith in the 5th minute. Penalty taken from the penalty spot to give the Roaring Lions the 1-goal lead in this encounter. This is the 5th match in the President's Cup. So far we have seen victories for the Diamonds FC over the Western Predators, and then the Ducks United over the Eagles Claw. Then Sunday we saw the Uprising team winning against Spartans FC, and then we had a nightcap match, the Attackers overcoming the Limers FC. Good pass there from Hughes, but cut out nicely. dispossessed there. Fleming dispossessing the number 26 player there. Here is Warner, cuts around and being challenged. Warner still with it. Cleared. Ball is with Fleming, who missed out. And here is Spartans on the attack now. Spartans on the attack. Ball being trying to find a striker there in Benjamin, but pass not directed properly. And it's Rowan Lions again with possession. Lloyd, Skin, giving it away there. And here is Hugh Benjamin. He's fast, but so too is Skin. Ollie collects in goal, tosses to Jarvis Jones. Number 35 in the person, ball squared to Warner on the far end. Shot, and that ball is blocked. It's going to be a corner kick. So concentration of play heavily in the defensive third in the half of the Spartans FC team. Not being able to string many passes together. Just in the 10th minute of play, if you've just joined us, two teams, Rowan Lions kicking from left of screen to right, and the Spartans FC from right of screen to left. Corner kick coming up, heads going up, and a shot taken there, and that looks like Tafari just helping that one too far over the bar. They're just a little too far over the bar. And the keeper is not being bothered. Here is George. Big boot up front, but only to find the head of Hughes. Was headed back there by Gums. Yeah. It's Lloyd on the far side. Skin finds Tafari. And there's a chip over. Nice pass, controlled nicely, and goal! Easy goal, easy goal. Good pass in there from the Rowan Lions. It was chipped over there from Tafari from all the way in the back, finding the player there in Richardson. He just laid it off for Lake, who was rushing through. Was blocked partially, but just stuck with the play, ended up receiving the loose ball and just slotted it past the goalkeeper in the back of the net for goal number 2 in the 12th minute of play. So 2-0 in favor of the Rowan Lions. And let's say the Spartans just looked a little bit flat here. We've seen them start quickly in some of the games, especially that first match that they would have played, but they just look a little flat here. And of the pressure of the not being able to get onto the ball as much as they would like. I was telling him, here is Jones. He looks up, finds Smith. Smith goes all the way back there in center circle to Orskins. Orskins pushes forward to Hughes. Hughes to Lloyd. Lloyd chips the ball over. Good cross and a shot from Gums. Could have done a lot better with this one. Went elected to shoot first time. Might have well been asked just to control and then have a shot because he was all alone, but electing to go first time at it, not being able to control not being able to get it down, and the ball goes wide of the keeper's upright. Here is the goal kick taken only as far as Hughes. Hughes find Fleming. Fleming's pulled back but loses out to George this time. And that's going to be an infringement. And that's going to be a free kick. And player is still down. And he's been held put up now. Free kick taken, partially chested there, but only to find the boot of Lake. Lake finds Gums wearing the number 35 shirt. Gums tried to go square to Richardson, but pass is too short, cut out. Here is Lake, chips the ball over, and not see for sure. Good finish, but not see will be offside. Nazi saying he comes from yes, going to be, that's definitely an offside. Here is Warner. Nice true pass, and that's Warner just drifting a little too further forward, and certainly Monique right in line and putting up that flag. You see. Goal kick taken, but it's with the Rowan Lions again. Jones cuts inside to Lake. Lakes finds Hughes. Hughes pushes forward, tries to go wide, but blocked. And then the ball is being just pushed upfield, only to find a boot of Hoskins. Pushes to Lloyd. Lloyd. All the way back to Smith. Jones finds Smith. Smith goes all the way wide, but it's not going to clear the head there of, that looked like that Rogers. And there's a shot, but the goalkeeper collects. And no damage there. Goalkeeper rolls to his line, and not cleared properly. Here is Lake. Cut out there by Tyreek Lake. Pushes further forward. It's been hounded there. Passes to Gums. Richardson goes to Hughes. Hughes trying to find Warner in that tight space to operate on. Shot blocked. Here is Rogers trying to come away with it. He's been challenged by Hughes, but the referee says high foot there, high boot, and it's a foul. Played into the 17th minute of play. It's just 2-0. Goal coming in the 5th minute from the penalty spot from the boot of Tafari Smith, and then Tyreek Lake in the 12th minute to give the 2-goal advantage to the Rowan Lions. This is the President's Cup. That's the 5th match of the tournament. Here is Smith. Well, partially cleared, but fine Lakes who cleans up. And is that see a card there for the yes, well, a red card, yes. And really disappointing that Corwin Benjamin has been given a red card, and this is a little bit disappointing because he was one of those players who was trying to officiate as well and was doing a pretty good job at it, but just lost his bearings. Here is a nice through pass there from the cross coming through. This could be dangerous, but the goalkeeper comes and collects, tosses it out there to Rogers, Akimel Rogers, trying to find a player there, but he's dispossessed there. This could be trouble. Shot blocked, and there's a shot, but good save there from the keeper. That was Richardson there. Keanu with a really powerful shot, but the goalkeeper, equal to the task, punches it away, and in the end the ball rolls just in front of us here for a throw-in. So under some serious pressure is the Spartans FC, and they'll definitely need to get themselves together. They are a man down already and 2 goals down, and just not really finding their way here. And having it a real tough time to get out of their half, and it's going to be some real serious work here if they really need to stay into this match. Here is Gums trying to get a go around Rogers, can't do so, and it's going to be a goal kick. Here is Spartans trying to play from the back, and dispossessed there is the number 3 player. Spartans, so taken. Jones find Fleming. Fleming trying to pass to Richardson, but blocked, and the ball goes cross field. There, Jarvis Jones goes cross field to Cameron Lloyd. Lloyd goes further forward, and that's Richardson who would have pushed further wide. Cross coming in, cleared, and here is Lake. Find Hughes, but this time that one sails way over the bar. Hughes just not getting the radar correct, and the ball going over the bar for a goal kick. Here's George, goes wide, blocked there. Pass blocked. Here is number 26 there from Spartans trying to get out, but Warner winning it, cuts back, shifts and squares for a nice move from Karen Warner, and he goes down. Not this time. You're not going to get that this time, young man. Here is that's Tafari shooting again and just going wide again, too far, too high. So having it really a hard time getting out of the back. There's Telemaco. Here's a short pass to Alric Rogers. Alric Rogers looks up, and he is blocked, and now he's dispossessed, but Lake in the back cleans up. So very, very careless there. It's the Spartans FC, and yes, not having it very difficult, very hard to get out of their area. They're missing some of their key players because they were both shown red cards. The player in Cardinay was given a red card, and one other player as well. And we've just seen where their prolific goal scoring, Corin Benjamin, maybe just a little frustrated, not getting as many touches as he would like to, been given an early red card even before halfway in this half. So they are certainly in for a fight. Here is Tafari Smith, sorry. Nice cross by Jarvis Jones, and the ball. Well, is that an infringement? And the keeper is in the goal. Players are down. 3 players there down, but that was a dangerous cross from Jarvis Jones there. The keeper went up and just barely kept it out of the back of the net, and on the far post there was a mad scramble to keep it from going across the touchline, and eventually an infringement has been called as the players, as physiotherapist has been asked to come to the aid of the players. We see the goalkeeper there in the goal. Probably might have picked up a knock. And he was really scrambling for all his worth. Did a good job in really keeping the ball out of the back of the net, but might have picked up a knock, and the play has been just held up for a little bit. Both teams, apart from those players who've been given some treatment, see where the Spartans team, they're at their bench, in their bench area, the Roaring Lions as well, probably just getting some refreshment, and maybe 1 or 2 more strategies been put into place as to how they should approach the remainder of this half. They're certainly in the ascendancy and being very dominant with the way they have been able to at least set up shop in the defensive half of the Spartans FC. So in the meantime, the goalkeeper is up. Seems to be in good spirits, so hopefully he'll be able to continue. So, Pigeon Remy, Pigeon Minute. And nice to have you in the stands. I have to so just a break in play. Goalkeeper given some treatment, and almost like it's a water break for both teams. But clock is running. We're down to the 28 minute of play, and so referee Mr. Burton is saying to the players, time to get back to the pick up things here. Welcome back to live action for this encounter. It's the Roaring Lions again, the Spartans. On the defensive, there is Jones. This one is going to run away, and it's going to be a goal kick to the Spartans FC. They look very jaded. They're looking too spirited about whether or not they want to compete here at all. They are trailing 2-0. The low kick taken. Here is Lake. Pushes there, trying to find Rogers. And that one is going to roll into touch. It's going to be a throw in there to the Roaring Lions FC. Leading 2-0. Goals coming from the boot of Tafari Smith and Tyreek Lake. Here is Lake. Controls, find Tafari. He goes number 15, Jarvis Jones. Goes cross field to Hughes. Hughes looks up and goes further wide to Lloyd. There's a nice move there, good control there from Tyreek Lake. Cross coming through, ball hitting like the arm of the player there. And here is Kivoy Lake coming over with it. Switch, twist and turn nicely. In the end, Akimel Rogers loses out. And it's going to be Jarvis Jones. He looks up, finds Keanu Richardson. Keanu pushes it out. Here is Gums. Yeah, just knocking it around is good through ball there, but nicely read there from the Spartans FC. Jones, dangerous pass there. Rogers almost stealing that one. I don't think Jarvis Jones realized that the player there in Rogers was that close enough. Here is Lions on the attack again. This time this one is punched wide clear, only to find the boot of Tafari Smith. Here is Jarvis Jones crosses, and in the end, that looks like the player there wearing the number 10 shirt in Richards. One blocked into touch. Here is a shot and goal from Tafari from some distance out, and goalkeeper collects and clears. Into the 32nd minute of play. Here is clearance, only as far as Lake. True pass. Warner won't get onto that one. That's going to be a corner kick. So it's a corner kick to be taken. Corner kick taken. Nice kick over. Corner kick taken over there. Nice corner kick float over there from Cameron Lloyd. But in the end, not able to direct it back on goal. And it's going to be a goal kick there to Spartans FC. Thomas George boots the ball upfield, but there's no one up there. Lloyd picks up. Here is Cameron Lloyd. Squares to Lake. Lake pushes further wide. Miscontrol there, but Lake alert corrects the mistake there from Lloyd. Here is the ball being pushed down the wing, trying to find Warner, and cleared into touch for a throw-in. Lloyd again. It's going to be another corner, another throw-in. This ball finds Lake, Tyreek Lake, goes clear. That's Hughes, picks up, finds Jones. Jones eventually lost the ball to Richards and picks up a throw for it. Throw taken to Farris Smith, looks up, finds Jarvis Jones, looks up, all the way back to Smith. Smith chips in and partially cleared there by the Spartans FC, trying to come away with it, but it's going to be an infringement there on the part of, that looks like Karen Warner, just obstructing the player there in Lynch, wearing the number 17 shirt. And it's going to be a much needed free kick there to the Spartans FC. Over the ball is Thomas George. We're into the 35th minute of play. Thomas George boots the ball, but only to find the head of Tyreek Lake, who heads to find Cameron Lloyd. He boots the ball over. This could be serious. This could be dangerous. Yariel, and it's goal. Good punch over there from Cameron Lloyd, and it was Yariel rushing onto the ball along with Gums, but in the end it was Fleming who got that dreaded touch, and to see Rowan Lions go 3 goals up, 3-0. Ball was punched right down the heart of defense, and no respite there for the Spartans at all. There was no one in the middle to challenge, and it was just 2 Rowan Lions players running onto the ball. Keeper did narrow the gap, but in the end it was too late, because by that time Fleming had already put boot and ball, and it ended up into the back of the net for goal number 3. Here's Rogers, goes upfield, but only to find the boots of Marvin Erskine. To pass again, but can't control, and this one is going to run over the goal line, and it's going to be a goal kick there to the Spartans FC. Spartans FC slowing, taking a goal kick. Goal kick taken. Finds the boot of Jarvis Jones. He just volleys it over to Richardson. Richardson finds Hughes. Hughes all the way to the left side. He comes back to Farris Smith. And Smith comes further to his right to Jones. Jones crosses, just controlled by Fleming. Here is Gums, but he's partially blocked, and shot rolled into the hands of the goalkeeper there, and tosses it out there to Richards. But again, the ball is with the Rowan Lions. Trying to find, this could be dangerous, but the goalkeeper comes nicely, collects cleanly. It's under a bit of pressure, but goalkeeping very well so far under the circumstances. Here is the Rowan Lions again, and playing for these 45 minutes. Here is a shot and goal, but this time the goalkeeper really measures up, and all the ball was blocked, and hence it's going to be a corner kick to the Rowan Lions. This time from the commentators' end on the right side this time. Corner kick taken by Jones. Heads going up. Tafari still loose in the area. Eventually cleared partially. And that's Warner trying to settle the ball, but not being able to do so. Trying to clear the end here is Akimel Rogers this time. But passes straight back to the Rowan Lions. Tafari Smith. Here is Lake goes wide to Hughes. Hughes pushes it for the forward there. Find the boot of, that looks like Fleming. But in the end, the ball is booted into touch for a throw-in there at the fourth official bench. But they have been camped in the half there. That's the Spartans FC. Can't get out for anything good at all. Pass comes wide to Jones. Jones looks up, goes for the cross field. Hughes, and this time, good finish, but referee, assistant there in Carty says you are too far forward and you're offside. So good little play there, but in the end, he found in an offside position is Warner. Again, the ball has been given to Hughes. Hughes looks up, comes for the wide to Erskine. He loses out this time. To poke there from Jarvis Jones. Here is Erskine, picks up, and a little bit careless there was Gums, but on an infringement, the Albert Burton says is a foul. So really under some serious pressure. We've just only two players for the Spartans FC is inside of the attacking half, and then we will see another player going further wide. So they are really under some serious pressure. They have big kick upfield, heads going up there, Tafari clears. Lake find Hughes. Hughes goes further to his left to Lloyd. Lloyd dribbles further forward, finds Warner, who's onside this time. Returning the favor is Warner. Lloyd controlled, and 1-2 touches there between Lloyd and Lake. Hughes, here is Smith, further wide to Jarvis Jones. He looks up and crosses nicely. Keeper coming, nice and good clearance there from the Spartans FC, but again given away. There's Rogers this time. And Tafari saying, why did you stop it? That one was going straight to Karen Warner. It would have been interesting to see whether or not he was Well, we put onside because he was moving through. Here is one again. We're pass from Hughes. Hughes to Lloyd. Lloyd, there's a shot and goal! And that one just sailed over the bar. What a powerful shot there from Cameron Lloyd on target, but keeper was stretching for all it is worth, but just a little shade too high, and a goal kick there to the Spartans FC. Playing to the 44th minute of play, so we are heading to halftime. Probably will get 5 minutes of added time though, because some treatment was given to the goalkeeper there. We say goal kick taken, only to find a head of Hughes, ever-present Hughes. Here is Lake again, dribbles further to his left. He looks up, trying to tread the needle, but this one is going to roll straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. Tosses it out here to that's Brooks. Richard, sorry. And it's going to be a throw-in. So taken a little bit slack there on the part of Gums. He's dispossessed. Here is Rogers, goes wide there to, that's the number 17 player there in Lynch. And here is Marvin coming away with it, finding Lloyd. Lloyd comes further in field to Hughes. He finds Jones wide. Jones pushes forward. He looks up. Still dribbles going forward. Jarvis Jones. Cross. Cleared and blocked. And eventually cleared out. But again, the ever-present Hughes is there. He goes wide to... that's looked like Warner. He miscontrols. But the ball is with... That's Richardson. Hughes. Jarvis Jones. Crosses and shot and goal. That one was ferocious drive there from Leak, who's saying, well, if you're going to give me this, I am going to take it. And it's a powerful rocket of a shot. Goalkeeper had no chance, absolutely. And it's 4-0 in favor of the Rowan Lions, and really in some serious spot of bother here is the Spartans FC. Certainly not looking themselves here at all. They haven't the slightest idea of what to do, but still fighting at it. It's ball is with the Rowan Lions. Aside from that one early shot from the boot there of Corwin, bench to there's an infringement here, so but a good true pass here at Lloyd, but the Fleming there in an attempt to get through, just holding the player. A free kick, booted upfield. Find the boot of Marvin. Hughes. Jones. And that's it. It's the end of the first half here at the Raymond E. Gishard Technical Center in this President's Cup match number 5. President's Cup match number 5 sees the Rowan Lions taking on the Spartans FC at halftime. It's 4-0 in favor of the Rowan Lions. We've seen 2 goals from Tyreek Lake, 1 from Yariel Fleming, and a penalty they are taken from Tafari Smith. We will take you back to Master Control, and in a few minutes we will join you with the second half. Well, welcome back, and this is the start of the second half of this President's Cup, the Roaring Lions versus the Spartans FC. If you've just joined us, the Spartans FC, they are in the neon purple and white, Roaring Lions, the traditional orange. And so far, they have been very, very dominant in this encounter here this evening, leading some 4-0 goals coming from the boot of Tyreek Lake with 2, and Tafari Smith, as well as Yariel Fleming, and they're looking to at least increase their lead here this evening. I must tell you as well that early card has been shown. There was given to the striker there, Corwin Benjamin, and so the Spartans team, they're playing a man short. They've been doing so for the past 2 matches. They were 2-men short over the last match, and a little bit very much on the ill-disciplined side of things, and need to get their act together. So far, it's the Roaring Lions in the ascendancy. Here's a true pass there to Lloyd, who holds nicely. As I say, ball chipped into the center there. Here is Richardson, goes further wide, been pushed further wide to Jones. Jones looks up and cross, finds the head of, that's Rogers, Alric Rogers. And probably looking a little bit more purposeful here this afternoon is the Spartans FC. As I say, welcome, good evening, Minute, the Minute Man.
Yes, Tony, so far so good. I notice, as you indicate, that the Spartans are one-man shot. They are pretty much on the defensive move, where Lions is putting on more pressure. As you were saying, that Lions will score 4 goals in the first half, and they are looking for more goals. So, all in all, it's still a good game. We'll see how the end result come out, but Lions are pretty much playing a better part.
Yes, the Lions has been very dominant in this encounter so far. We have hardly seen the Spartans team getting out of their half. Good move there by Tyreek Lake. He pushes forward through, and then maybe just taking just a little bit too long with it, but picking up a foul there just outside of the 18-yard area, and so in a more at an angle, but still in a dangerous position. Minute.
Yes, the ball is in an area of low scoring for many teams. That's what the Spartan can create a good wall, and the keeper can have a good look to make a save. But listen, that's what happens when you try to take on the entire defense. They're going to stop you somehow. That's what just happened. The free kick for the Lions. In a very good position. I'm not sure who's going to kick it, but 2 players are on the ball.
Well, that one did, not too sure whether that was a wall or a fence, but it just the ball just ricocheted from one of the players beyond the wall and crossed the goal line for a goal kick. But that one was certainly headed on goal, and so the wall wasn't as tightly constructed as they would have liked. And corner kick taken, heads going up there. Jermaine Hughes running through, but that one goes wide, and it's going to be a goal kick there to the Spartans FC. Spartans FC will have played a match so far in this year's President's Cup. They came away with a loss there to the Uprising team, and here is Roaring Lions. A shot on goal, and it's in the back of the net this time. The onrushing, that looks like Richardson, with a shot from Warner, and Richardson following up increasing the lead to 5-0 minute.
Well, the keeper for the Spartans did well to make the first save, and then the rebound was deflect, so the Lions can finish off with no help from the defense. So very good goal over winning this for 5-0.
Yes, and if you realize these two teams are pretty young teams, Minute in trying to rebuild. The Rowan Lions, their oldest player is probably out there will probably be Jermaine, and Jermaine is still young. I'm not too sure whether he would have crossed 30 yet, and so that's a good testament for the building block and the sustenance of the team itself, as composed to some of the other teams we would have seen here they are on the attack again. But this time Rogers clears, but only as far as the boot of Hughes. Hughes pushing through. Rogers again has work to do, clears, and it's a little push in the back this time. That's not going to get past Burton there. Lloyd with the number 16 giving away that free kick, and Akimel Rogers. So this is a chance for the Spartans team to maybe get a little further forward, to push a little further forward to get a little closer to the goal. But finds the head of Marvin Hoskins, and then Keanu Reed picks up. Jarvis Jones pushed the ball in field. Yariel and Rogers there been upheld, and it's going to be a free kick. I'm seeing the Harley is pointing the flag in the opposite direction, but Mr. Burton, the man in charge, the referee, sees differently, and so it's going to be a free kick. As the ball is being spotted there by Alwick Rogers. Two men just ahead. Here is not a poorly taken free kick. Lake looks up, lays it off to Richardson. Richardson, good dummy move there. Here is Lloyd, and Lloyd pushes through, and George in the way blocks the pass. Again given away there by Spartans FC. So they're picking up the position a lot, but the pressure is not allowing them to pass as freely as they would like. Minute.
Well, yeah, I noticed the Spartan, which I want to believe they've been playing a defensive mode pretty much from the first half. They need to extend it a little more. They need to put more attacking force up top against the Lions. I mean, you are 5 goals down and you're still defending. I don't know why you're defending. I think they need to attack somehow. I mean, even though it might cost them another extra 2 goals, but they need to showcase some form of attack.
Well, here they come away with it now, but a little dummy pass there. Still with Spartans FC. Jarvis Jones challenge and finally poked it away from the player there. But given away, the Rowan Lions giving away that pass. Here is Spartans trying to get out of their defensive area. Richardson lays it off to Lake. Lake looks up and lays it off there to Fleming. Here is Fleming. Shot and goal. Ball hits the pole. And it's going to be a corner, but a minute there is some serious onslaught there from the Rowan Lions team there, and the young goalkeeper there, who has been doing a pretty good job in goals so far. He's conceded 5, but most of those goals certainly aren't his fault.
Poor defense. It's good to see the Lions showcasing one of their youngest goalkeeper in the league. That's a very good thing.
Yeah, Ollie has looked very assured. And here's a shot and goal that looks like from Kieran Warner, but that one sails wide. And it's going to be a goal kick there to the
Medic's first call.
Spartans. And We've been really at the wars here at the Spartans FC. I've seen them played a lot more spirited type of football, but like I mentioned earlier on, a couple of their players, because of their ill discipline, has picked up quite a number of cards and not being able to showcase what the likes of Cardini and those guys have not been able to showcase a little bit of what we may have seen from them in times past. They've got quite a lot of work to do. They've got a lot of youngsters, but really have a lot of work to do. And you see the coach over there, Van Persie, is actually, I don't know, it's as though he's going to make a couple of substitutes, but they have not been able to get out of their own area. Absolutely, they've been really bombarded with the fast-moving play and fast-moving pass of the Roaring Lions. Now we see a change is going to be made. And so we see the number 35 there in gums been substituted, and the diminutive jelly, Jamal Richardson, has entered. It's a good little run out there for the young man. I don't know him, but he has, is given an opportunity. Played very well in sports, but here is, and wow, that's an interesting call there.
The referee see what he sees, so he called it. We might see something different, but
what did you see? What did you see?
Yeah, a little tangle with foot and.
I thought Tafari was pushed from the back and got sprawled out.
maybe that's what you see, but the referee sees something else.
Maybe
he see that Tafari was pushing somebody.
Tafari was certainly pushed from the back and sprawled out, but the referee Albert Burton's differently, but that's what it is. And in the end, the kick taken.
A sub was made. The Spartans made a sub. I'm not sure who came in and who go out, but a sub was made.
That's a goal kick taken quickly there by eventually the ball's pushed into touch for a throw-in.
I want to believe that Lions looking to score 8+ goals tonight. They would want to pass the Ducks' mark of 8 goals against Eagle Claws.
Well,
if goal can make a difference in this league, I don't know.
Yeah, it's Lake. Lake still with it. With Warner. Yeah, yes. No. Good move. And go. Well, actually, that ball didn't end up in the back of the net. I thought it came out the post, Millie.
No. Reflection from the keeper.
Wow. Good save there for the keeper. But
the post, no.
It was the swizzling and turning there of Richardson. That.
Good play by Richardson.
Richardson did dink to the left, but
he did some good swagger.
Not getting not enough power, but good save there from the keeper.
It was a left footer though.
Yes.
Not his favorite foot, but it came off more power here to score.
We've seen some upsets in the World Cup so far. Argentina losing yesterday, Germany losing to Japan. Saudi Arabia beating Argentina day before yesterday actually, and You see a really spirited match there being played by Canadian, but in the meantime it's the Rowan Lions on the attack. The ball is being pushed further field. Is that Jamel Richardson crossing? Ball is still in play. And the ball is still in play. Rogers trying to get around the player there in Jarvis Jones, but can't do so. Here is Tafari Smith, finds Warner all by himself on the far side. Warner through the legs there of the player, but coming across there is the Spartans player there and was able to dispossess. Here is Spartans trying to mount an attack, but Tafari Smith again is a push in the back, and at least this time
Well,
Tafari is saying, well, I think I got this one this time.
well, he cut across a guy, and Spartan is down. They're not going to make him get away with that. They're going to push him. So
Players started from the free kick. Here is one, a good move. Squares to Richardson. Richardson to Leak. Leak finds Lloyd. That ball has crossed the line. Yes, definitely. And it's just throwing there to the Spartans.
Well, the Lions has been playing a very quick game. I think the Spartan would have more possession of the ball. Maybe they could slow them down. Right? They don't
Here
have to be
is
at the same
George.
pace.
Good move from George. And had a good pass there from George.
That's Thomas in front of us there, number 8, Thomas.
That's
Look at
Rogers,
Thomas.
Akimel Rogers.
Akimel Rogers.
Yes.
Thomas is not playing this thing, eh?
Thomas George is in the back, number 6.
Number 6 on the
Yes.
defense line, okay.
Yeah.
I am not seeing no squishy tonight for the Lions. I guess
It's
some of
probably
their
all-
senior players, they give them a good break.
Yes, an infringement there on the number 7 player, the number 2 player there, Jamal Richardson.
So
Yeah.
you would have seen the other games previous to this ones. You have any prediction of any upset in this President Cup?
It's still early days yet. I think for the most part the games has been pretty much petered out to what we thought they would be. The Limers team has been an up-and-coming team who has beaten the Ducks on a number of occasions, but they lost the services of their captain in that of Brian Caleb, who has gone to the Ducks as well. They didn't have the talisman in Yannick Verchassi, and they're building
How are the attackers looking?
a couple of youngsters as well. Well, they would have played the team would have played against the Attackers on Sunday, and yes, the Attackers has quite a strong team on paper. Whether they can effect play to their full potential on the field is still a work in progress. One thing that I saw is that where the John was substituted after he had scored a hat-trick, and actually walked to the dressing room, took off his clothes while the game was still going on, and came up to the bar. I don't think that was good at all, but they've got a potent team, and they could well win the championship if they play according to the names that they have on paper. But then again, that is something that they will definitely need to do. We've seen all these teams have their flaws, their faults, I should say, and so it's easy days, early days to decide who's going to win this $10,000.
You see,
Yes.
$10,000. He's not even US. So don't say it too loud.
Well, if you could do it, if you could get 10,000 EC dollars now, I'm certainly sure
Say 10,000 easy.
you will do well with that. I will do well with 10,000 EC dollars now for sure.
Sound like it's 10,000 US.
Huh?
It sounds like it's US.
Well, I don't know whether it's US or EC. Anything 10,000 is a lot. So,
Who wanted the most will get it.
and Coach Linton says he going for the $10,000. So,
I think every season Coach Linton is going for something huge.
and so that's the spirit.
Just wish him the best of luck.
That's the spirit. So we have seen the likes of Gaza and a couple of players back as well. And like
Playing
I
with
said,
different clubs.
Gaza is playing with the attackers.
Okay, Gaza has been a good wingman.
And so they've got, like I said, they've got
Some strength.
the names of the players and from what we would have seen, but it's whether or not they can really put it together on the paper when it comes up against these other teams. The Ducks United is always going to be in there. The Lions is always going to be in there, but the ball is round. You can't count out any of these teams who would have won so far, aside from the Western
Anything can
Predators.
happen.
The Western Predators and the
Eagles.
Spartans team that is playing now, the Eagles. Here is a free kick taken, but into the wall. Fari coming away with it. Here's Warner picking up. So goes further wide. It's the Roaring Lions. We have played 67 minutes. We're into the 68th minute of play. Nice move there from Jelly. A cross coming through, and that's an easy goal there. Jermaine Hughes, easy goal there.
Keeper should have held his ground and has received the ball. He went out, ball over his head. Jermaine was right there. Could not miss it.
Well worked pass coming from the left side, moving all the way to the right side. Jelly up the line and crossed. Nice looping, floating cross. Yeah, he said the keeper should have come for it, but I don't think it was floated so high. And Jermaine Hughes, as always present, always in the mix of things, always in and around the playing, the activity, and got easy head on that one, and there's no way he could have thrown that one away. So goal number 6 for the Roaring Lions.
Tony, it sounds like you see more goals coming, huh?
Well, anything is possible here.
That should be an interesting match on Sunday for sure. I'm sure Dogs will be looking forward to put on a good show. So do the Lions. And so do the crowd. Everyone is looking forward for that.
Here is Spartans playing from the back in the end. The ball has been cleared, and it's going to be a throw-in into the 71st minute of play. And I must apologize for Sports Menu Sports Show this evening that I had to forego, but we will be back on track next week. Quite a bit to cover. The World Cup, some of the upsets, some of the surprises we have seen. Lloyd crosses, this could be trouble, and ball being squared back there to Jones. Jones looks up, pushes further to his right, and chips the ball in. This time Lake elects not to really push, and here is Tafari. Number 25. The Spartans have some very fast players, but one thing I can say with the Roaring Lions, they have some good speed at the back as well to their minute, as opposed to some of these other teams that we would have seen. Here is Lloyd. Shemi's forward with pass, but trips over himself and loses it.
No help at all. He's outside.
Warner finally picking up. And I don't know if they realize that Lloyd is down. Here is Lions coming through again. Through pass to Yariel Fleming. He looks up, dribbles for the forward field, and this time the ball is being pushed over the goal line, and it's going to be a corner kick.
I always believe, Tony, a team playing against Lions, doesn't matter which team, you always stand a better chance of creating some pressure on Lions if you play the wings, because they are very strong in the center, very, very strong. And if you want to achieve anything against Lions, whether you're a team of top or less, the ball is wrong. I always believe you stand a better chance if you play the wings and you slow down the game a little bit sometimes. Because once you're playing at their pace, that's their paradise. Lions always enjoy playing at a faster pace. And teams have to realize that and slow down the game, because they don't like to play a slow game. There's some tips out there, just what my observation. You can't beat Lions too much in the center. You can beat them maybe on a counter attack with speed and cross. But all in all, they has always been proven and showcased that they are a better team, because they have been pretty much more consistent in training, and their focus is always positive, which I always applaud them for that.
And one of the things that is key is that they, for the most part, when you look at all these teams, they always seems to play the football the way it should be played, for the most part. Not all the time, but for the most part. But
I won't believe they have the best coach in Angola.
They try to play the football as
and
correct,
that's a big plus.
and as correct as possible.
A coach that's very humble and have passion for the game and love the game. And great job. Give Jack his jacket. Great job.
A shot from Warner
has been doing a great job.
Well, one of the things you have to, in order to get good teams, really, is that you have to really have to instruct and coach according to the talent that you have. Because I always feel the more comfortable you are on the ball, the better you will be able to play, and that goes across the board. Whether it's here, whether it's overseas, what have you. Anytime you realize that any player realize, okay, this person touches the ball very well, you will have a lot of time, because you're not going to rush in too much, because you won't want to get beat
easily and put more pressure on your team.
So when you can possess the ball and control and make good decision with the ball, it goes well for any team, whether that be Ducks, Lions, Spartans, Uprising.
And what I also noticed with the Lions, they don't choose who to pass the ball for. They got 11 players, good kick, goal, almost score. They have 11 players on the field, and they are capable and comfortable enough that these 11 players capable of getting a pass at any time and possessing and passing, which I love. Other teams choose players to pass the ball for, and that's so wrong. It's like, okay, he's not such a good player, we won't pass the ball for him. But I tell you, so most times the people you ignore on the field, they are the ones that make things happen for you. So I think collectively teams need to understand that if you are playing, you got 11 players on the field, you shouldn't bisect 5 and only give the ball to 6. That's so wrong. And that's why most of the teams just cannot win, or they can't reach to their goal, because they don't play as a team. I call that selfish football, Tony. That's a raw word to put to it.
Well, the team sport. A cross coming through there and almost ended up on the boot of Hughes.
Hughes almost scored.
Probably just almost getting goal number 2 there, just a little too hard. And in the process, we'll see where some treatment's been meted out there to another Spartans player. They've been playing with 10 men for the most part of this game. For Foolish red card been given to Corwin Benjamin again, and I'm kind of disappointed
sad,
with
yeah.
Corwin Benjamin
You
because
react to the referee?
knowing that he was a part of the referees association as well, trying to become a budding referee, but I guess probably couldn't stick it out enough and just decided he wanted to go back to play. And the display that we've seen from some of these players towards the referees and the officials is a little bit disturbing. And so he was given all the marching orders, and so they have been struggling. And these matches are fast between games as well. They would have played on Sunday? Yes, they would have played on Sunday. Now we're into Wednesday, and they are here again on another assignment. And but they've got a big squad. Maybe not the caliber and the quality of players that they would like, but they've got a huge squad, and for certainly won't be found wanting for players.
No, they always has maintained a good group of youngsters. I mean, Haddon has been doing a great job with the team. At one point, I thought he would have come out with 2 teams. I'm sure maybe that's future plans, but good work so far. Trying to keep football alive in Angola with the young folks. But so far, Lions have not sustained any injuries in this game, so that's good. I'm sure they'll be pleased with that. This to them might very well be a practice game in terms of their big game coming on Sunday.
Well, their bench is pretty short this evening, so they can't afford to sustain any injuries. Sunday is quite a busy day here in Angola. Sunday, you got jazz on the lawn, you got the rally down at the gazebo. Here is the play continued into the 80th minute of play. Here is Warner returning the pass. Warner comes all the way back to Lake. Lakes find Hughes in the center. Hughes goes further wide to Jones. Jones looks up, chips the ball in field, and the head going up there, and that's from Richardson. Well, is that Richardson? Yes. And in the end, the keeper collects. All miscontrol there was Cameron Lloyd. Here's a good strong boot there from Jarvis Jones. Richardson collects, finds Lake. Lloyd, 1-2 pass. True pass there to Lloyd. Nice skip over. Good move there, but George is right there in hand. Lloyd crosses, and this could be trouble. And that ball goes wide, but a good strike there from the young man. Good football there, minute.
Good football. I mean, it was a great pass though. The youngster for the Lions, and the ending of it was not too bad. A little more curl on it, the keeper could be surprised. Against Spartans, as you said, was been struggling with 10 men. They got a red card, and they don't have an attacking force, so that gives the Lions so much advantage over them in terms of pretty much possessing one half of the field. That they have maintained that for pretty much throughout the second half.
That's Lloyd trying to force a pass through there to Warner, but not on the same page. But in the meantime, the defender there not been able to control the ball and clear it out. And it's is it a corner kick? Yes, it's going to be a corner kick there to the Roaring Lions FC. And this one certainly petering out into a resounding victory there. Had quite a
You see
few-
goal number 7 and 8 coming?
probably not. Quite a few
I'm sure Lions have that on their radar.
number of spectators was in here. Corner kick taken way over, floated and eventually cleared away there by Rogers. Well, we have seen where the goal average came back to really haunt them when they would have played some number of games here against in the Champions League, where they would have only lost one match, but didn't have a goal to show. Ended up on points with the Docks United and the attackers, but found themselves way behind still. So I don't think that's going to be the case, because the top two teams are going to go to the
Final.
the semis, and then we'll have the finals. So I don't think goal.
To strive for it to be a part of the top 4 teams.
Yes, so the top two teams.
In each zone.
Yes, in this zone we have Spartans FC, Uprising FC, Docks United, Roaring Lions. So if you're a betting man, and you might say, well, the top two teams might be Docks United and Roaring Lions. So, but then you can't discount Uprising, who would have won their first match. You can probably call some upset. So just easy going minute in just taking it.
I still would love to see Spartan launch an attack, though. I have nothing to lose. Just to test out the Lions, that's all. I mean, they've been defending very well so far in terms of keeping the score down, but I'd love to see a 3 or 4 man attack on the Lions defenders, even though it's in the last 5 minutes. Just to see how Lions would react to that. You have nothing to lose, Spartans. Just have to maybe launch an attack. Might cost you a goal, but I mean,
Well,
try.
they've been playing defensively for the past.
Losing. I
Really,
like when a team lose fighting, trying to score, even though they don't get to what they try. They lose fighting, not just defending the entire 90 minutes and then you're losing big time. But I'm sure that's one of the areas that we would like to see improvement on. That if you're scoring on me, I want to score on you. If you, it's like the competition is really on. You score on me, I want to score back on you. You hit me, I hit you. That kind of way, good rivalry. Also make the fans feel good about the entire game, Whether it results in a loss, but you push the best you have.
no. That's why Rex Cameron, I would have given Ollie a touch for sure. Because Ollie has hardly gotten a touch. Has hardly gotten anything to do. Here's Lake. Good moves there by Jelly, and the goalkeeper again
He don't hit
saved.
the bar.
Yes.
He don't hit the bar.
Oh wow, just floated over, heads going up, goalkeeper.
Foul.
This time
That one hit the bar.
an infringement.
Goalkeeper best friend.
Yes.
But I must say, if they keep Lions, if they keep the score on 6 to the end, I want to say they did well. Once they did well
Yes.
with 10 players. In the 88th minutes, Lions 6 goals to 0 to the Spartans.
Miscontrol there by Lloyd. Here is Spartans trying to mount an attack but can't pass Jermaine Hughes. He comes all the way back to Tafari Smith. Tafari goes wide to Yariel Fleming. He looks up, goes inside, finds Lake. 1-2-2. And there's a shot on goal, but the keeper equal
well.
to the task, yes. On across and given away there by Jarvis, but
Doing too much.
ever present player there in Hughes collects. Here is Jamal Richardson. Finds Jones. Jones comes inside to Erskine. Erskine's find Richardson. Richardson finds Lake. Lake trying to put a spin move. This could be trouble. But shot straight at the keeper is Warner. And yes, we are into the 89th minute, but that ball should have gone wide.
Keeper was right there.
Yeah, it's a. Here
Good
is
football though, by the Lions in the end. Goal number 7? No.
oh, good tackle there by Thomas George.
Known for that.
Yes, then
No
the player
nonsense,
there
man.
in Keanu was lining up, just about lining up to unleash a shot, but George equal to the task. And in the final moments, we had a few injury time, but I'm not too sure whether Albert would want to prolong this any longer.
If you do, maybe 3 minutes. That's don't make sense. There'll be a game on what, when, Tony? When the other games coming up?
Well, we have the high school house championship continues tomorrow.
From 5:30?
Yes, those games starts 5:15, 5:20. And 5 minutes, well, I'm not too sure why is he playing 5 minutes. Because it's,
Giving Spartan a chance to redeem themselves.
well, if they didn't redeem himself in 90 minutes, I can see well, I'll do it in 5 minutes time.
Maybe.
But unless you're saying, well, Lions, you need to score 2 more goals in 5 minutes.
All that is part of it.
Yes.
Can they do it?
Is giving somebody an opportunity to score goal. Here is blocked, cleared.
Spartan is defending with the entire team, so I don't know how Lions will plan to score that 2 extra goals to level up to 8 goals comparison with Ducks United.
Throw taken, good move but cleared. This time it's going to be a throw into the Spartans FC.
At least the crowd still come out, Tony, and enjoy.
Well, he had a
Night
good
out.
crowd earlier on, and most persons have, petered out, coming close to the end of this encounter. Not the same as the Qatar team that they were losing. And good goalkeeping there by the young man again. And trying to thwart the move there of the player here is run onto it. And it's going to be a throw in to the going to be a throw in there to the Spartans FC.
Wow, a throw very close to the Lions, goalkeeping line. Opportunity for the Spartan. Why would he do that?
Well,
Why would he do that?
He just gave it away.
It's the first time we've seen the Spartan on the Lions half.
Yes,
Right in the house.
should have elected to have a shot on goal if I was him.
Maybe the Spartan just realized that it's the ending of the game, Tony.
Obviously, got 2 minutes to play.
That kind of pressure should have been applied already. Okay. Yeah, fitness is a virtue.
Good ball from Lloyd.
Not a bad play. For who? I think the game need to be called off. 1 more minute to go. I still believe there will be an upset, Tony, in that President Cup, though.
You see an upset?
Yeah, I have a feeling something dramatic can happen.
Well, you
I mean, I don't want to call anything, but I think in this football, things happen, just like how Argentina lost the game. Right here in President Cup, there could be an upset.
well, that's what is there for. $10,000.
Who wanted the most?
Anyone's game. That's why I said it's difficult to say who will win it.
You have big egos. Nice kick, though. Oh, man. Forward. Wow, German make a difference, guy. It's all over.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The end of the game. Roaring Lions versus the Spartans in the President's Cup. Game number 5. It is game number 5. And at the end, it's 6-0 in favor of the Roaring Lions. We had 2 goals from Tyreek Lake. We had 1 from Keanu Richardson, 1 from Jermaine Hughes, 1 from Tafari Smith, and I'm thinking I'm missing someone else. Yariel Fleming. Yes, and that's the end of the encounter here this evening. Final words for a minute, and then we'll take it back to Master Control. We want to thank you for joining us, and we look forward for being with you tomorrow and throughout the rest of the week when we continue with more of these games as well. Your final word, minute.
Yes, Tony, it was a pleasure being here. The Lions, as we've always seen, they always demonstrate their compact and how they have good control and good composure. And it's good to see them showcasing their younger players, like the goalkeeper and all the other younger players. We didn't see too much of the experienced players in the game, like Screechy and the other guys, like G and those other guys. So all in all, Lions look like they were prepping themselves for this game that they will look forward for on Sunday against the Ducks United, which would be one of their highlights to secure or have a proper chance of moving forward in the encounter of winning the President Cup. I must say the President Cup is a very prestigious cup, and all teams would like to have that cup in their house, along with that prize money. So we'll see what happens on the weekend, but nevertheless, it was a good game. by the Lions and the Spartans for showing up and still doing their best to see how they can manage the Lions and any other teams that come along. So kudos to them too also. So with that being said, it has been a great night. Until next time.
Yeah, good evening. Back over to Master Control.